Alrighty, what's up everybody, and my peeps? How you doing, my peeps? And you pieces of garbage. Peter Joseph here for video number 2 on your late Friday night. And you know what that means. Time for another video right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 66. Thanks for watching. As always, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel and my other channels down below in the description box below. And as always, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, but you knew that already. Share the video all over the internet. And also, don't forget to hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And if you do, well, Jason Voorhees will come kill you. And you're pretty much SOL. And you know what that means. That's it. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish. And follow me on social media. Share the video all over the place. And don't forget to hit that bell. Because they're kind of there for a reason. And that's pretty much it. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, check out my first video of the day. I brought back Rantomania on my rant channel. So my latest rant about Tony Khan just needing to learn how to shut the fuck up. And just basically about Tony Khan. I talked about the Halloween possible TV series coming out, and my epic rant about how Halloween 3 and Halloween Ends sucks. I talked a little bit about Jason X, how that sucks. And a whole lot more on Rantomania 2023 over on the Rant channel. Link will be down below in the gobbledygook. So check it out on the legendary, very legendary, home of all things ranting, the PG Rants channel. So subscribe right now. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so on this late Friday night, well, Friday the 13th is over. Jason Voorhees went back in his hole. And now if you're watching from another time zone, well, it's still Friday the 13th if you're on the West Coast. You're on the far East Coast. Well, on the, just in Europe, in Puerto Rico, or wherever you may be on the other coast, over the pond. It is now Saturday, October the 14th, 2023, whenever you watch this video, it will probably be, most likely be October the 14th, 2023, right here on the Kill the Demons channel, the main channel. And once again, my name is Peter Joseph. I'm a content creator, talk about the world of professional wrestling, music, movies, or whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And if you like it, hit that like button. If you don't, get out! Go fuck yourself and jump in a hole. Matter of fact, just jump in a hole and don't come out. Go on somebody else's channel and that's boring. I'm not boring. I'm the voice of the voiceless and better than you, and you know it. Because nobody can out-rant me. And if they think they can, they want to debate me and out-rant me and everything. Pfft. They still can't. They still can't and still won't, and I'm not gonna go to their level and do that shit. I'm not gonna go on a panel that's 10-on-1. Not doing it. So if you wanna do it 1-on-1, but some of you won't do it, and it's pointless. Some of you are just pointless to debate. So I have no time for that shit. So I win by default. That's why I'm the champion of the universe in ranting. Nobody can out-rant me. Not even JD, not even Joe Cronin to an extent, but still. I am a legend in the rant community. If there was a rant community. But my rants are pretty damn legendary. Now, if you've seen my rant channel, I average about 100 to a couple thousand on a good day, but, you know, on average, about 100 to about, well, as of now, 100 to about 300, 500, depending on the video, but, you know, pretty damn good. That's pretty good. I'll pat myself on the back for that. But it is what it is. This is one, the rant channel is it's late, I'm sorry. My rant channel is one of my best channels that I have. You know, if you don't believe me, you can ask the troll, because trolls even say that it's my best channel. And who's to say, I'm going to argue about that? No. I wish I had more subs, but, you know, I'm not here to get like 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, even 100,000 subs on my rant channel. That would be nice, but, you know, I'm not here for subs and views. It's nice to get a lot of views, I get a lot of likes here and there. Don't care about the comments too much, but I mean, if you want to leave a comment, go ahead. But if you're going to leave a stupid comment, you're getting blocked. And if you don't like that, well, too fucking bad. Learn to live with it, and, yeah, go back in your hole. And that's it. But check out the rant down below in the description box over on the rant channel. Alright, so on this late Friday night, still, well, depending where you are, still Friday the 13th, 2023, or if you're, like I said, you're watching tomorrow, it is now October the 14th, 2023, at the midpoint of October. Holy shit, we're getting close to the end of the year. We're, as of this video, 17 days away from Halloween. 6 weeks, just about 6 weeks away, maybe around 6 weeks away from Thanksgiving. About 10 weeks away from Christmas, and 11 weeks away till the end of 2023, and the start of the new year, 2024. That's going to be a very, very important year for most of us Americans, if you know what I mean. Vote Trump. Don't vote for anybody else. Vote Trump. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's next year. Right now, you know, you still have to deal with that jerk, that idiot Joe Biden, and that other, you know, all those other idiots that run the White House. But I can't wait for 2024 when, really January 2025, when the man comes back to save us. Hopefully, but we'll see. And that's that. But, you know, enjoy the rest of October, enjoy November, the holiday season's coming up in about 6 weeks. And then pretty soon, the greatest month in the world will be here. That's December. With a lot of great people born in that year, including me. And, another good friend of mine. Let me kill my Stu from the Motorhead. We play rock and roll. Rock out with your cock out. Alright, you know. Him, Ozzy, I mean, come on. Maria and Chris from In This Moment. Basically a week apart from me. And Jesus Christ the Lord! And Lemmy the same goddamn day I was born. How cool is that? It pays to be good, you know? I could have been born any day in December, but that day is the day. And I can't wait for it. I know I'll be 47, but, you know, getting really close to 50. Oh, God. I remember when I was freaking 21. Now I'm about to be 47, and I still look good. For you ladies. Just remember, ladies, you know, put out on my birthday. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, but yeah, 47, and I still look great. I still look good. My health's not doing so good, but, you know, trying to get healthier as we get into 2024 and beyond, and, Excuse me. We'll see what happens with that. But can't wait for that. I got a lot of things coming up, and basically the next couple months, concerts, events, and that's it. Concerts, events, and things all the way up till the end of the year and going into 2024. So I'm busy. That's a good thing. It sucks when you don't have much to do. You're still getting paid. You know, I'm working and I'm getting paid and I'm happy. So and I'll brag about it until the day I die. So, but it is pretty much what it is. And like I said, this weekend, well, it's already the weekend, but Sunday, maybe late tomorrow, and maybe early Sunday, check out the Metal Guy channel. That's all I'm going to say. Check it out. Good stuff is coming your way on that channel. I got to do a couple of single reviews, well, new song reviews. I want to start doing some of that. Because New Year's Day's new video just came out for Vampire. Oh, it's so good. In this moment came out with a new single called, with the cover of Army of Me by Bjork. Might do an album review for my great friends in Conquer Divide. Those lovely ladies. Ooh, love them. And maybe some more epic content on the Metal Guy channel, because I want to try to get more music-related stuff on the Metal Guy channel instead of just doing tribute videos to the faithful departed. And that's it. I want to kind of branch out and make it a music channel. Talking about music, that's, it's Metal Guy. Why are you doing death videos? Because I can do whatever I want on my channel. So, but pretty soon, I'm going to be doing a little bit more music-related stuff on that channel. But I'm not leaving the tributes to the faithful departed. I'm going to keep doing that, but that too. But more music-related stuff coming your way pretty damn soon. So get ready for that. Album reviews, concert reviews. Good shit coming your way. And also the wrestling reviews and rants. I might be doing more rants. I don't know when, but just check out my rant channel down below. I finally got to a rant. It's been about a month since I did a rant, so I figured I'd do one since Tony Khan needs to just shut up, So I did that. So check out all my channels, hit the bell, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish. A good comment, not a dumb comment because you're going to get blocked. And if you don't like it, too bad. Too bad. You need constructive criticism. You suck. I may suck, but I'm pretty damn good at what I do. Okay? Talking about professional wrestling. Because I've been watching wrestling longer than most of you dumbasses on this fucking website. And I know a thing or two about the music business because I work in it. So, fuck you, man. And that's it. Alright, so on video number 2, on your late Friday night, it is time for your late night Smackdown review for Friday the 13th, 2023. It's the season premiere of Friday Night Smackdown, and we are emanating from the Bach Center, or the BOK Center. Be a nice name. I just call it the Bach Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yep. Those Boomer Sooners. Back on those Sooners! Back on! J.O. lives in, he used to live in Oklahoma. Now he lives in Florida. That's where the old people go. What do we want to do? All the old people go to the Santa's country. Or they go to Arizona, or they go to California. I might be one of them, but that's a long time from now. Not a long time, but pretty soon. Pretty soon. Anyway, we move on with that. Alright, so we are now on the road to Crown Jewel 5. November the 4th, 2023, starting at 1 p.m. on a Saturday. From that shithole country of Saudi Arabia. And they already got one match on the card, which is Seth Rollins against Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight title. So we got that. And now, Smackdown, we'll see what they got coming down the pipe, as we're a couple weeks away from November. We got that. Also, the Survivor Series is coming up, so might be thinking about where those matches will go. And we'll see what happens with that. And don't forget, November the 17th. November the 17th is going to be, well, not the actual funeral. Well, I mean, we thought Tuesday was the funeral, but November the 17th will be the actual funeral for AEW, because SmackDown and AEW are going head-to-head, and it's going to be a bloodbath. Oy, 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 I feel bad for Tony. I really feel bad for you, Tony. I really do. That's why I think AEW should just scrap doing pay-per-views on a Saturday. Because this is what's going to happen. SmackDown is going to obliterate Collision. Because Collision will be on a Friday because Full Gear is on a Saturday. So they can't have Collision because it'll make no sense. So November the 17th, AEW Collision will go head-to-head live with SmackDown that night. And a live edition of Rampage at 10 o'clock. So at least, AEW will get 1 hour where people will be actually maybe watching. Nobody's gonna watch Collision, I'll tell you that. I'll do another picture-in-picture when I watch it. But my main focus will be SmackDown. Because if Roman's on it, I'm watching it. So. And they don't even need star power on that show. If Roman's on it, forget it. 2 million plus right there. Because it's Fox and it's a big network. Everybody's has it. Everybody's gonna watch. So, you know how many people might watch Collision? 200,000 at best. Woo! Tony Khan's gonna have a field day. Just wait. You thought he was bad now? Wait till November the 17th when his company's just... When basically Collision gets its worst rating ever. Ever. I mean, Dynamite kind of did its worst rating ever. 609,000, but still. But still, yeah. November 17th. Just mark it down. The official, well, not the, it might be the official death of AEW. Well, just Collision purposes. And maybe Rampage, too. I don't know how many people will watch Rampage after SmackDown. Usually they get around 300 somewhat thousand, so they'll be lucky to even get more than that. But as far as Collision goes, if they do under 225,000, oh, man. The marks are going to go amok that night. And it might happen in December, too, at the end of the year. If AEW does a pay-per-view, which they're locking in December the 30th, which is a Saturday. So December the 29th might be, AEW versus SmackDown versus Collision Part 2. Electric Boogaloo. I mean, they'll really fuck Collision up. I mean, if Collision can get a mega star like Mercedes Moné, maybe they'll get more views, but it still won't be SmackDown. So, yeah. Get ready for November the 17th in a couple weeks. So it's basically really a month from now. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Tony Khan should never put a pay-per-view on a Saturday. And it's going to hurt when they do monthly pay-per-views next year. If they have a pay-per-view the same day as freaking WWE or NXT, depends what pay-per-view it is. Let's just say, let's say Revolution's on the same day as the Elimination Chamber. What are you gonna watch? I'll watch Revolution. Forbidden Door the same day as That'll be in June. Okay, so let's see. Well, Money in the Bank might be. Well, let's say Money in the Bank versus Forbidden Door. What would you like to watch? That's a real toss-up, because usually Money in the Bank is a pretty decent pay-per-view. But I would watch Forbidden Door because I love Japan. Japan #1 forever! So, I gotta see Okada. I gotta see Tanahashi. And all the other stars from New Japan. Going against Kenny and Danielson and MJF and Adam Cole, baby. And, all those people. So, but I don't think we'll ever see, Forbidden Door go head-to-head with a WWE pay-per-view and an NXT pay-per-view, because NXT pay-per-view will get destroyed. If it's Money in the Bank, that might be a level pay-per-view. But then again, Forbidden Door has always been epic with epic matches, so. But yeah, if AEW with their monthly pay-per-views, not the big ones usually, but if they do a Saturday pay-per-view like Full Gear or, Fyter Fest or something like that, against the WWE pay-per-view, I don't know how that would be. But if they're going to keep doing that and have Smackdown against Collision on those Friday nights, nobody will even give two shits about Collision. Oh, we're not going to watch it. Yeah, we'll DVR it. We won't watch it. We'll just let it get 225,000 views or less. Maybe they'll do Impact numbers. 50,000 people will be watching Collision. Damn. But I digress on that. But anyway, alright, so like I said, we're a couple weeks away, we're about a little under a month away from Crown Jewel 5 from Saudi Arabia. So we've got more storylines to go, and we'll see what happens with that. Alright, we had our tribal chief, Roman Reigns, Mr. 1100, well, as of now, 1,139 days as champ, and counting. He's on the show, to do whatever, and we got a whole lot more, so let's get into it. Alright, so as always, our commentary team on Friday Night Smackdown, Mitchell Cole, Corey Slave, and that idiot Kevin Patrick Milov. They really need to get rid of that guy. I hate him. He is boring. Hunter, you know what to do. Get rid of him and call me, give me and Joe Cronin, a look-see. And that's pretty much it. Alright. So we start off SmackDown. I really wish we didn't start with this guy, but we started off with John Cena! John Cena sucks! He really sucks! But anyway, Cena comes out. All the kids are like, hey, John Cena! Hi, kids! How you doing? It's Barney. John Cena. You probably think he's Barney, but anyway. So he comes out, welcomes us to the season premiere of SmackDown. Cheap plug. Cheap pop. And then before he continues, we hear the music of Jimmy Uso. Well, really, the bloodline minus Jimmy. So after the epic entrance of our tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Put up those ones, because as always, we the ones, and you're a bunch of number twos. Alright, so Roman comes out with Solo, me bookie, and the wise man, my name is Paul Heyman. Comes out. Roman's looking fabulous, as always. So Roman gets in the ring after a long time. And I'm like, are we gonna get another missionary position promo? Like, come on, do it! Cena's right there now. So you just say, hey, it's missionary John Cena! Missionary man John Cena, alright. Good job. But anyway, Roman says, if you're gonna open my show, you need to do it right. So he's like, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Acknowledge me. That's how you open a show, Mr. John Cena. Anyway, so Roman says that John came back while I was on vacation, you came back, started calling yourself the GOAT. So he's like, yeah, I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT, but I haven't, he's like, I'm the GOAT, but I haven't earned the right to challenge you, because you know you'd lose. But you know someone else who has the right to challenge you, and that man is Eli Drake. That's not an insult. That's a fact of life. So he comes out to a humongous pop. Yeah. And then he gets in the ring, he's like, let me talk to you. So he's like, I will acknowledge you. Yeah. And then says, the game has changed since you've been gone. You're staying home with your gold belt. Well, he isn't home. He's on the island of relevancy. Anyway. You can do whatever he wants. He's the champ, bitch. If you don't like it, too fucking bad. Learn to love it, like Ric Flair said. Or as my good friend Macho Man Randy Savage, the Macho Man. You know what he would say? Randy would tell you himself. Randy! Come in here. Oh, yeah, what do you want, Mr. Joseph? Yeah, oh, yeah. Randy, say your line. Oh, yeah, what line? Oh, that line. Oh, yeah. You may not like it, but you must accept it. Oh, yeah, Macho Man. Okay, that's enough. Say hello to Liz for me. Oh, I'll say it for her. Hi, Liz, how you doing? You having fun with Randy? Yeah, I am having fun with Randy. That's right, Randy. Okay. Miss Elizabeth should be in the Hall of Fame. Why isn't she? I don't know. How long did it take for Macho Man Randy Savage to get in? It's gonna be the same amount of time before we get Miss Elizabeth in the Hall of Fame. Why wasn't she in first? Or not even first, really second, really. You gotta put Moolah in first. I mean, come on. But really, Miss Elizabeth should be the first in because she is the first lady of professional wrestling. Not you, Maria Kanellis. You can claim that, but you're not. You're not even the first lady of Ring of Honor either. That goes to Sarah Del Rey. And Daisy Hayes. And a whole ton of other people that came way before you. I'm just saying. But anyway. So, even Roman told John, it's like, you think you're the GOAT, but you're standing next to the GOAT. I'm better than you. And Roman is the GOAT, but he's not the GOAT of all GOATs of the modern era. Because that's the Undertaker, Roman. You're number 2. Cena's not even really number 3. But, if you got a problem with that, Roman, we can talk. We'll talk, but I'm not going to fight you. I'm just acknowledge you. Okay, you're the GOAT. Okay. What do you want? I might have to stay away from Solo. Someone might stick that thumb somewhere else besides my neck. Ah! Then Paul Heyman's like, oh, my tribal chief. I hit Roman with the Gilmore code. It's probably pretty much over. But I'm not going to do that. I'll surrender my title to Roman. I wouldn't give a shit. I'm like, here you go. I acknowledge you. You were the best. Like Vegeta, talking about Kakarot. Kakarot, you are the best. But you still suck. It's pretty good, Kakarot. It's pretty good. You suck, Kakarot. You know why he acknowledged Kakarot? When Goku was killing Majin Buu, Kid Buu at the time. You know why he acknowledged him as the best? Because he's not the best. He only said that in theory. We all know from Dragon Ball lore that Goku sucks. How many times has Goku died in that whole entire series. How many times has Vegeta died? Not that much. Even in the movies. You don't see him with the halo that much in the movies, or even through pretty much after the GT saga. Which, don't even get me, the GT saga sucked. But heroes, superheroes, the Fu saga, I don't think, well, did he? I don't think he, no, he didn't die, actually, I don't think. I have to rewatch that, because I don't think we saw him with a halo during the Fu saga. Not Boo, Fu, F-U. Really, F-U-U. But they just, you know, if you watch the program, it's F-U, I don't know why. But, yeah, even Vegeta couldn't even beat him by himself. Even when I was Super Saiyan God mode, Super Saiyan Blue, they couldn't do that. They had to fuse to beat the fucking guy. I don't even remember what if they fused as Gogeta. I think it was, yeah, they fused as Gogeta to beat him. Then the Heart Saga, they did basically the same fucking thing. I mean, we see Vegeto, sorry, not Vegeto, it's Vegeto. Still. But still, that whole freaking Tournament of Power was like, Vegeta did get his ass kicked. I'll admit that. He got his ass cleaned out. I was like, shit, man, come on. You're better than that. You're getting your butt kicked. He got his butt kicked by, basically, Jiren. And freaking Goku couldn't even beat him. With Master Ultra Instinct, he couldn't even beat him. Even Grandmaster Ultra Instinct, Goku couldn't even beat Hit. Well, he beat Hit, but he couldn't beat Jiren. Jiren fucked Goku up, and I loved it. But yeah, he laid a whooping on Vegeta. I was like, damn, that's sad, dude. Like, you're the Prince of all Saiyans! And you can't even beat this guy? See, if you went to Super Saiyan 5, maybe you could do it. But there was no Super Saiyan 5. The highest you can go in really Dragon Ball lore is, well, actually Vegeta went over, he went to, what did he call that damn thing? Because Goku went, Master Ultra Instinct, and, Vegeta went Ultra Instinct, but it was called something different. I forgot what it was. But he looked, whoo-hoo-hoo. Holy shit, he looked good as master of that. He mastered that too. It was Master God, Ultra Instinct, something like that. I forget. But, god damn, man. But anyway, yeah. Goku, you suck. Vegeta is the best. But anyway, moving on. So, where was I? Alright, so Eli Drake comes out. Says the game has changed since you left. So Roman's like, I know your name. I know your name now, but who do you think you are? I'm the tribal chief around here. So Eli's like, well, I'm the fastest rising star in Smackdown history. And then you hear John go, watch out! And then Jimmy comes out, knocks Eli in the back of the head, knocking him, beats him up. And Eli sends him right to the floor, right in front of Roman. Cena holds over and says, like, I didn't do anything. And Solo's like right there, ready to fuck him up. I'm like, do it already. What you just standing there for? And then Solo just stares at Eli Drake, and looks like Eli and Roman were about to fight, and Cena's in the back like, oh, what's happening? What's going on? So, anyway, so Heyman, Paul's like, not now. Not now. Begs Roman to kind of reconsider fighting the guy. So, he slowly leaves the ring with Solo and the Wise Man. But then Eli gets on the mic and says, hey, Solo, how about you and me later on tonight? So then we see Roman saying, You know what to do. Handle it. So then so Eli kind of tries to goad him in, and he stops, and then Solo's like, you, me, tonight. So there you go. Eli's like, okay. And then you see John Cena like, yay! I was like, damn it, where's Brock Lesnar to kick his ass? I don't even know if that match was even going to happen. There were rumored to be John Cena and Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel. If it happens, it happens. And we see Beastie come in the next 2 weeks, then you know it's on. But Cena's supposed to have a match against who? I don't know. But the way the storyline looked tonight and pretty much the ending, I pretty much know what some of those matches may be. Except for one match. You know, Roman was probably going to face Eli Drake at Crown Jewel for the Undisputed title. And looks like we might get an interesting foursome going after the Undisputed Tag Team titles. So we got all that. So later on tonight, we got Soto Mibuki, Solo Sikoa against Eli Drake. And again, that's an insult. That's a fact of life. Remember it. Alright. They didn't waste any time basically giving us the main event for Crown Jewel. Which would most likely be Roman dismantling Eli. And everybody's like, oh, it's too soon. It doesn't even fit for Crown Jewel. Well, we're going to put it somewhere. Roman's going to have to do something. So what, you want him to face AJ and dismantle him too? And then have Eli at the Survivor Series? I mean, you could, but... I mean, if you're going to do Roman versus Eli, and Roman dismantles him, even though it might... You know, Eli is on a big, humongous push right now, and you want Roman to just dismantle it. And then where does Eli go? Is he still going to be a star? Yeah. Yeah. But that entire push goes down the drain. And where does he go after that? What does Roman do at Survivor Series? You put him in a War Games match again, or who's his next challenger then? If not Cena, but I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Roman and Cena. I don't want Cena near the World Heavyweight, the Undisputed Championship. If the World title, I don't give a shit. Let him get 17. I don't give a shit. You know, Charlotte's gonna get it probably before him anyway. I'll get to that horse-faced bitch in a little bit, but this first segment was pretty good. 3.25 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running on Smackdown. Alright. So after that, we get a little video of the Yes Boys. They're back. We see Elton Prince, you know, training and coming back. But now, the lights go out, they come back on. We have kind of new music from the Yes Boys. Like disco music. I'm like, what is this? Disco Inferno's coming out now? Disco Dane is gonna come out? I'm like, what is this? You know, it was good music. I'm like, damn, I'm kind of getting into it with the new Pretty Deadly team. I think it's the same team. No, it's not the same theme song. I don't think. I gotta check that, but they came out looking great, pink, freaking super crop tops, as I think Corey Graves said. I think it's a new theme song. They have a big ass fuck disco ball they probably stole from Pink Floyd's 1994 tour. But they come out. Elton Prince is in a wheelchair. He's like, and he gets up, and he has a shirt. Hashtag Elton Strong. What do you think they got that from? Neck Strong from Roddy, you know. And you think that WWE, Hunter is watching AEW. You know he is. Same thing with Sean, HBK. They're watching AEW and they're stealing ideas back and forth. Elton Strong, man. Where'd you go? Anyway, so they're back and they face, the team that put Elton Strong. Yes, Elton Strong. Holy shit. Elton Prince on the shelf with a messed up shoulder. That is the Brawling Brutes of Ridge Holland, the man who put Elton Prince on the shelf, and his tag team partner, Butch. If you're looking for Sheamus, he's injured. He'll be back. I don't know when. I think he has a shoulder injury too, but he'll be back. He ain't going anywhere. His contract does end, but they're gonna re-sign him. He ain't going anywhere. Imagine if he goes to AEW. I don't think he will. You never know with guys. You're just like, oh, they're not going to AEW. Next thing you know, you see guys like Edge say, bye-bye, I'm out of here. I'm not re-signing. I mean, it hasn't been a great start for Edge. I mean, Wrestle Dream was, like, epic. And then Dynamite was pretty good. Then his appearance on Collision before this past week, it was good. The match with Luchasaurus was decent, not great. The aftermath with Bryan Danielson saving him, and then putting Christian in the bell lock, and then Edge, like, speared the living crap out of, I don't know who, I think it was, I don't even know who it was. Just spear some guy, just look. And we're going to hear from Edge tomorrow night on Collision. Probably be before the match with Bryan Danielson and Christian. You know how that's going to be crazy in itself. I hope Christian loses the belt, but I'm thinking he's going to sneak his way out of it and retain. But we'll see. We'll see, because I really think that they are going to lead up to Christian versus Edge, one-on-one for the TNT title. Edge will win the title at Full Gear, and probably hold it for a while. Don't know how long, but we'll see. But anyway, alright. So, Ridge Holland and Butch taking on the Yes Boys in their return. Pretty decent match. It's also with Ridge Holland taking Kit Wilson into the corner. By the way, they follow me now on Twitter. Yes, boys! Gotta love it. You gotta love it. But I digress. Anyway, so Ridge Holland beats on Kit Wilson in the corner, beats the crap out of him. And then him and Butch do the 10 clubbing blows of doom on Pretty Deadly on the apron, and Butch was beating the crap out of Elton Prince on the announce table. Hey, Butch, can you do that to, Michael Cole and Kevin Patrick? The entire announce team should get that, too. Then you're gonna need a new announce team. Me, Joe Cronin, and Issa. There you go. There you go. On Friday night. Alright, we move on. Alright, so, we get that. We go to break. We come back. And as always, the heels come back during the break. Kit Wilson comes in, starts hammering on Butch. As commentary starts talking about Pretty Deadly's gear, the super crop tops. That's, I think, Corey Graves said. Anyway, Elton Prince gets set outside, but he and his partner pull each other up. I like that. Allowing the tag off to Ridge Holland, comes in to clean house. And then all 4 men in the ring, Butch kicks Kit Wilson down, only to get backdropped on the apron. Ow. And then Ridge Holland drops Elton Prince with I think it was an exploded suplex. And it looked like, I thought that Elton Prince re-injured his shoulder again. But he's grabbing his knee this time. And Jessica, the referee, goes over to him and is like, he's like, my leg. And then Ridge Holland's like, don't fall for that crap. And she's like, back away, get out of here. So anyway, that distraction led Kit Wilson to hit an insecurity type kick to Ridge Holland, knocking him out. And then Elton Prince like, oh, I'm better. Rolls him up with a handful of tights. 1, 2, 3. The Yes Boys get the win in 9 minutes. So there you go. Little chicanery by the Yes Boys, but still, a win is a win. It counts. I really thought, a lot of people on Twitter were like, oh my god, Elton Prince is injured again. Damn it. But he was playing possum. And, He got one over on the Brawling Brutes to get the win, and we'll see what happens with the Yes Boys. And that's it. So I give the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright, then we have the lovely Kayla Braxton. No relation to Byron. No, well, not Byron. Byron Saxton. Kayla Braxton. Whatever. Anyway, the hotter looking one. Kayla Braxton is in the back, and her guest is Mr. Carlito. I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. Because that's cool. That's Carlito. So he's back after his return at Fastlane, teaming up with Rey Mysterio, Booyaka Booyaka, and Santos Escobar, the LWO, along with Selena Vega, to beat Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. Bobby! So we get that. So Kayla's asking him, welcome back, shit like that. Carlito says, I'm happy to be back, but back. He says, no, there's one word to describe my comeback, and that is cool. He goes to bite his apple, and then, Bobby! Lashley comes in, starts talking about the apple and everything. He's so glad to have Carlito back. Kind of mentions stuff from years ago during the Ruthless Aggression era. It's like water under the bridge. So Carlito's like, I'm back, and my first match back on Smackdown is against you, Bobby. So Lashley's like, well, I'm not dressed to compete. And then we hear, BAM! Chair shot to the back. The Street Profits come in, beat the fuck out of Carlito. And then we see Adam Pearce and Jason Jordan come in to break everything up. And that's pretty much it. Beat down on Carlito, they knock him out. Bobby and the Profits like, we're done. So that feud will continue on. So I gave that first part 2.5 out of 5 stars. We go to break, we come back. Carlito's getting checked out by the medics. And Jason Jordan and Adam Pearce are there. And then Bayley, give me a hug. Bayley comes in looking great. Starts mocking him. It's like, hey, I wanted to talk to Adam. What's going on here? I'm trying to get something with EO here. And then we see, we see Gray, we see Santos Escobar, the lovely Zelina Vega. They're all there. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Ow. Anyway, so Zelina Vega stands up to Bayley and starts yelling at her. This is, and blah, blah, blah. So Adam Pearce has to go up and, it's like, hey, you girls want to fight it out? You go to the ring and I'm going to make that match happen. It's official. You go out there. So there you go. So we got an impromptu match between Bayley and Zelina Vega. Look at that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Then we go into the Bloodline dressing room, locker room, whatever you want to call it, the room. Roman's just like, pensive as always, Then we see Solo in the back. Heyman with the belt. And Jimmy on the couch. So Roman wants to know what Jimmy was doing out there before. When he messed up, like he always does. Like Jay does sometimes. Anyway, Jimmy says, I was just trying to be you. And then, and then Paul Heyman's like, really? Scooby-Doo. And then Reigns asks Jimmy, he's like, do you think you're the quarterback? Are you the quarterback? Are you running the plays here? And then Jimmy's like, well, it's like, who runs things? Who do you go to when problems... What would you have done there, Jimmy? So Jimmy's like, well, I would have called Jay, my brother. So Roman says, well, that's old news. Jay's on Raw, with the tag team titles, hanging out with Cody, and Roman doesn't like that. He's like, I gotta deal with Cena on my show. I gotta deal with Elon Drake on my show. Cody's on my show. Jay is disgracing our family, being tag team champions with Cody. He thinks that's a slap in the face to the family. So he wants things to get done. So, like I said, Roman was coming back, and he is pissed. There you go. So I give that 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. We move on. Alright, then we go to your Quickie Match of the night. we have the impromptu match between Bayley, give me a hug, who comes out with two hot pieces of ace. And that's Dakota Kai and the WWE Women's Champion, the lovely, my third wife, Io Sky. Ah, you gotta love it. Both of them look great. Oh man, Dakota Kai is starting to get brownie points with me now. When she comes out, she looks amazing. Well, Io does too, but you know, I give more brownie points to Io because she's my wife. But I digress. So they come out, Zelina Vega comes out, Latino comes out with the chanclas, gives one to the fans, takes the other one. So you know how those Puerto Rican women are, and especially the Mexicans, you know who. You know, you get mad at them, they'll grab the chancla and BAM! Beat the fucking shit out of you. I should know. I got hit with the chancla a few times by you know who. I take care of you, Papi. You take care of me, Papi. Don't mess with me, Papi. I hit you with a chancla, you pendejo. Got blown, you know. All the Spanish words you know and love. All the curse words I can't even pronounce and say. That I won't say the other words, but that's it. Anyway, this match was, yeah. This guy was like a mismatch, basically. Zelina gets shoved down, because she's small. She's small, but she looks great. But anyway, and she's from New York, but she's from Queens. You know, I'm from Brooklyn, but, you know, better borough, just saying. Sorry. I'm sorry, Zelina, you know, you're my girl and all, but just don't hit me with the chancla. You know how Tony Storm says, watch out for the shoe. You know, if you mess with Zelina Vega, you have to watch out for the chancla. Or chancleta, if Rosa would show up. She's sleeping right now, but it is what it is. She's not really sleeping. She's, you know, tired. You know how it is. Lay down that pipe. But anyway, so Zelina Vega gets shoved down to start. Bayley runs her over with an elbow to face. They get back up. Zelina scores with a crossbody. But then Io, being Io, distracts her, breaks up the code red, and then Zelina takes her down. I'll let that slide for now. Anyway, so Zelina takes out Io, because Dakota Kai can't really do anything. She still has that injured leg. So Bayley takes advantage, hits the rose plant. Boom, right in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. In over 2.5 minutes, this quickie match ends. Bayley gets an easy win. Match gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, looked like we're about to get a 3-on... Oh, where are you? Not even a 3-on-1. Where are you? A 2-on-1 beatdown from Io and Bayley. When a horseface Charlotte Flair, in heels, I might add, running down to the ring. I don't know how you... I mean, I was impressed. Running down to the ring. Sprinting down to the ring in high heels. You get a point there, Charlotte, but you still suck. She runs in for the save. Has a stare down with Io. I'm like, oh no. I knew it was coming later. I just knew something was coming later. That horseface Charlotte Flair would ask Adam Pearce, or Adam Pearce for another title shot because she, you know, deserves it. She don't deserve shit. But we'll see what happens. And we move on. Alright, we go to break, and we come back at the 9 o'clock hour, and we have the game! Triple H with my proboscis news. I'm married to Stephanie. Hi, Steph. But anyway, the game comes out, you know, with Bow Down to the King! Comes out, looking great. And he says, after talking about how much, you know, he's like, I miss this kind of thing. Well, you will be too if you retired from wrestling. Anyway, so he misses the pop from the crowd. Then he talks about how many major shows we have coming up. Really 2. Crown Jewel and Survivor Series. He says, it all starts tonight. And then Adam Pearce, who you didn't even see come out, in the ring. So he's in the ring with Paul, Mr. Levesque, Triple H. And Triple H thanks Adam Pearce for, the 3 years that he's been, doing a great job as basically the authoritative figure on Raw and SmackDown. And he's like, Adam, you deserve a promotion. You've done so good, you deserve a promotion. And Adam's like, what? Could you say that in my good ear, Hunter? So, Hunter makes the announcement that as of right now, Monday Night Raw is now officially having a GM, and that is Adam Pearce. So no longer Raw and SmackDown authority figure, whatever he does. So Pearce is like, thank you, Hunter. Thank you very much. So Hunter's like, well, now we need somebody to run SmackDown. So we need a general manager of SmackDown. But before he makes that announcement, Dominic Garnero S.A. comes out. I'm like, Dom, not now, Dom. Come on, Dom, you're better than that. But anyway, he comes out, the North American champion. Boos galore, we could barely hear the guy. But from what we did here, he talks about how Judgment Day got screwed out of the tag team belts. Don't you have a tag team title shot on Raw? How did you get screwed out of that? Makes no sense. Anyway, Triple H's like, I know we might have piped in boos. Oh, you really talked about that? Okay. It's like, can you say that again? And then they're like, boo! Gets louder. And Dom was like, Gaya China Boga! But it goes on about how unfair it is to have a tag team title match tonight with Cody and Jay defending against, who did they face? Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. It's like, why do you have a title match tonight when Judgment Day has a shot on Raw? So, Triple H's like, damn, this crowd is loud. So it must be all that pumped in noise. So anyway, so Hunter's like, Dom, if you're mad about a title match tonight, you need to talk to the new general manager of SmackDown, and that man is former NWA heavyweight champion Magnus. Well, formerly the former two-time TNA World Heavyweight Champion. That man is Magnus, aka Mr. Nick Aldis. Mickey James' husband. Boy, she going off on Twitter. I'm gonna watch. This looks good. And then afterwards, she's like writing to Nick. He's like, I love you so much, Nick. Mommy misses you. Come home to Mommy. And then Nick Aldis on Twitter, he goes, I'm coming home, Mommy. You know they're gonna fuck. Come on. You lucky man, Nick Aldis, you bastard. Bastard! Getting that hot, sweet, hardcore country! Yeah, that's what they do in bed. Hardcore country! Pretty much. God damn it, Nick Aldis. Damn! Should've been me. But I digress. Anyway, so Nick Aldis comes out. Barely any reaction. That is sad. All the crowd's like, who? Who's this guy? You don't know who Nick Aldis is? I guess some of you haven't watched TNA. Or even NWA. It's sad. He should have got at least, at least some type of reaction. But anyway, he comes in the ring and says, I'm Nick Aldis, I'm the general manager of SmackDown. And he goes up to Dom and is like, hey, Dom, I'm a big fan of yours. Oh, I mean, your father. Really? Anyway, but with those pleasantries out the way, Nick Aldis talks about the trade with Raw and SmackDown. SmackDown got Jey Uso, but what does SmackDown get? So, Nick Aldis is about to announce the newest member of the SmackDown roster, but then Dom interrupts and says, I don't care who it is, I'm gonna kick his ass! I'm gonna slap him in the face. I'm like, Dom, shut up. And then who should come out but the newest SmackDown superstar, and that is, as I said on my rant video, Kevin Steen. Kevin Owens. He comes out, shakes hands with Hunter, he shakes hands with Adam Pearce. You know, then he stuns Dom. Dom flops around like a fish. And that's basically it. And then he shakes hands with Nick Aldis, and everything's happy. Everybody's happy. I'm like, oh great, now we got another contender for Roman to beat. I mean, how many times do you have to get a title shot, Kev? I know you're my boy and all. Roman's my boy too, but you already lost like 4 times to Roman. I mean, if you want to go after the United States title, I mean, you could do that. I mean, you won it, what, twice? I know you won it from Jericho. But if you want to do that, okay, but I think we already kind of went around the horn with Roman Reigns. You already lost to him like 3-4 times now. I mean, you think you're gonna be the one? No, you already lost, sir. Back in the line. Sorry, Kev, you're my boy and all, but no. I would rather have him go after the United States title. Because, I mean, he has no chance in hell. No pun intended with Vince. He has no chance in hell of beating Roman. He already lost 3 times. Came close. Very close. But, Roman just somehow eked out those wins. What are you going to do? I mean, we'll have to see what happens. Maybe he gets the North American title. Not that he needs that. But, anyway, so, yeah. So, Kevin Owens is now the newest member of SmackDown. Nick Aldis is the GM of SmackDown. And he says, well, I'm the GM of the #1 show. I'm like, oh, you did not just say that. And Adam Pearce's like, oh, really? I was like, uh-oh, we get SmackDown versus Raw at Survivor Series, and we bring in NXT again, like back in 2018? I think it was 2018. Where we had SmackDown versus Raw versus NXT, we had Adam Cole versus the Raw champion versus the SmackDown champion. I forget who they were. But Adam Cole won that match. Because NXT just wiped the floor with Raw and SmackDown at that time. Man, imagine we get that at Survivor Series. We have a brand war again. Who wins that? I think it'll be close between SmackDown and NXT because Raw their roster's not that great, but still. I think SmackDown might edge, no pun intended, edge out NXT. But imagine you have Seth Rollins versus Roman versus the new champion Ilya Dragunov. Ooh, that's interesting. I would love to see that. I mean, not for any titles, just for brand supremacy. One would have just wiped the floor with Seth Rollins. Because he beat him before. And then you got Ilya. I think Ilya put up a good fight, but Roman would just squash him. Like a little freaking bug. And then for the women's title, I got Io versus Mommy Rhea Ripley versus Becky. I would love to see that. Yeah, that. And really the tag team belts, well, you put Tony D and Stacks against really Cody and Jay, because there's no there's Raw and SmackDown. That's it. Unless you add a team, which I don't know who you could, maybe the Yes Boys, but you put somebody in there at least. You can do that. You have the United States title versus the U.S. title versus the, like I said, United States title for the Intercontinental title versus the North American title. So, like, Walter would face, Walter versus Rey Mysterio versus Dom. That would just be, like, a slaughter because Walter would beat the crap out of them. And then that's it, really, for the titles. And then you have you have a couple of Survivor Series, traditional Survivor Series matches, 4-on-4, 5-on-5, just for brand supremacy. Or really 3. Yeah, you can have 3-on-3-on-3, like a 9-man tag team match. Or 12. See how that would work with a traditional style match. But yeah, I think they're leading to something like that with like Raw versus SmackDown, maybe versus NXT. You could get that, but we're about a month away from Survivor Series, so we don't even know yet. Sorry, gotta take a sip. So I'm losing my voice. It is what it is. Alright, so Kevin Owens on SmackDown, the newest member of SmackDown, Nick Aldis, the GM of SmackDown. I thought it was a pretty fun segment. Didn't really need Dom there, but, so you had that. So, I get the whole segment 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Then we go back to the Bloodline dressing room, and once again, Roman is not pleased with everything that's going on. It's like, oh great, now I got Nick Aldis to worry about. I got Kevin Steen again. I'm like, come on. Whereas he was like, come on. Just to deal with all that, and it's like, I got that to worry about. I got Eli Drake in the rearview mirror, and you're on my goddamn couch, drinking my water. So it was like, you know what to do. So Jimmy leaves us. He's like, Solo, let's go, Solo. He says it twice. He's like, you didn't need to do that. So then they leave. I thought we were going to get a Dave Chappelle with Jimmy. Like, fuck your couch! Put his feet on and dirty up the couch. Fuck your couch! We didn't really get that, but anyway. I thought it was pretty funny, so I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Then we get a video on Dragon Lee. Okay. Get that. We move on. Alright, then we go into the new SmackDown General Manager's office. Nick Aldis is there, making his first decisions. He's there. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven Doudrop, the women's tag team champions, come in, and they get new titles. I didn't even see that. I was like, wait a minute, we got new women's tag team belts now? Did I miss that? I must have blinked and I missed it. But anyway. So they're talking, Chelsea's trying to, butter him up and everything, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, all right, get out of here. And then Chelsea's like, bad way to make a first impression. I'm going to talk to your manager. Okay. Anyway, so she leaves, and then Horseface Charlotte Flair comes in, and Nick Aldis is like, I saw what happened at Fastlane between you, Io, and Asuka. So, therefore, in his first actual creed, or whatever, his first decision as new SmackDown GM, he gives Charlotte a women's title match next week against Io. God damn it, you stupid son of a bitch. I mean, seriously?
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
No thanks.
Don't mind me, I'ma just grab my stuff and leave.
Excuse me, please.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Nope.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Alright then.
I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Exactly. Why? Why does this bitch get every freaking time she gets a title shot? If she goes away for a couple months, she comes back, guess what? A title shot. Oh, because her last name is Flair, right? We have to be fair to Flair. No! Why is she getting a shot? Can we get something else? I would have been happy if Asuka got the shot next week. But Horseface Charlotte Flair gets another shot. God forbid she wins the belt for the 15th time. It's all your fault, Nick Aldis. I thought you were gonna be good, but now you fuck it up. You're messing with my girl, EO, and now you're messing with my tribal chief. You're starting off really bad, dude. Fix it! So, hopefully, next week, EO does basically the impossible and beats Charlotte one-on-one. Bayley might help out and screw EO, which, God forbid. I hope not. I hope Dakota just stays out of harm's way. I hope EO beats the fuck out of Charlotte. But I have this feeling, I got a feeling, that Charlotte's going to become a 15-time champ next week. I hope not. I don't want Charlotte to have another boring as fuck long reign as champ. I don't want to see it. I do not want to see it. But anyway, she gets that, and she's all pleased, like, yay, get another title shot, then you have to try, yay! So, she goes to leave, and then she runs into Jade fucking Cargill. Ah! Yes! Epic stare down, Triple H says, like, hey, Charlotte, this is Jade. And Jade's like, I know who you are, Jade. It's like, great to see you. And then Jade's like, it's my pleasure. And then Charlotte's like, it will be. Oh man, I wish Jade was going on Smackdown, but she's gonna be on the Raw roster. But we're gonna see it. I really want to see this. I want to see Jade Cargill beat the fuck out of her. But it might be, well, I don't know when she's gonna get physical yet. It might be a little bit too early. Right now it's a little bit too early. But I would say maybe by the Survivor Series, she might be in an actual match. I think if they wait till to the Royal Rumble, because she's definitely gonna be in the Royal Rumble and win it. I didn't even have Charlotte. I didn't even have Jade Cargill on my bingo card winning the Royal Rumble. I thought it was gonna be Liv Morgan or possibly Asuka. Nope. I really think they're gonna go with Jade Cargill to win the Royal Rumble, and she will most likely face these. I would love for her to face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, win it, and then hold that belt for a very long time. I don't think anybody on that roster can be Jade. Maybe Becky. I mean, we'll have to see. But then she can go after EO, mop the floor with her, sadly. But you know. But I think Jade will be Women's Champion or World Women's Champion at WrestleMania. There you go. Comes in, wins the belt. So basically making her a better version of Charlotte. So when that match does happen, it's going to be epic. I'll tell you that. It's going to be epic, but Jade is going to mop the floor with Charlotte Flair. Mop it, clean it, put some shine on it. She'll be like Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt, gets it clean in just a minute. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. Do-do-do. There you go. But that was epic. That whole segment, not even the first part of the segment was good, but the end, loved it. So I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. So, Charlotte versus EO next week on the program. But, you know, lurking in the background, the beautiful Jade Cargill. That bitch show. I loved it. Love it. I'm invested. There you go. Alright, move on. Alright, go back to the ring. With our next match on the docket, we have, for the tag team titles, we have main event Jey Uso, and yeah, Cody, MDK only Cody, you bitch! So anyway, so they defend the titles against, he did it, Grayson Waller and his tag team partner, Austin Theory, A-Town Down. was a pretty decent match. You know, there was an open challenge, and Grayson and Austin Theory answered the call. So it starts with Cody punching Grayson in the face. Really? Anyway. But then Austin Theory comes in. Cody tries for a figure 4. That doesn't work. Doesn't work for him. So Grayson Waller comes back in. And then Jimmy Uso comes in. And chokes off a headbutt from Grayson Waller. I mean, dude. I mean, Grayson, you're trying a headbutt on a guy that lives for headbutts? I mean, you know how those Samoans got hard heads. Right, Jimmy? I mean, Jay? Or both of them. Anyway, chokes that off and gets low breaks to the floor. And then he blind tag brings in Austin Theory for a 1921 backbreaker. And then Jay is sent into the ring post. Ow. As we go to break, we come back. Jay's trying to fight out of a basic 1905 chinlock. But he fights his way up on Grayson. Hits an enziguri. And then gets the hot tag to Cody. Comes in like a house of fire. Oh, house of fire, brother. That's my son, Cody. House of fire. Like I like my bacon, baby. Anyway. So Cody comes in, hits the, and Grayson goes for the rolling stunner. It missed. But then Austin Theory comes in and hits a, well, he hits like collateral damage, like, you know, Adam Cole's move. The brain buster on the knee. Collateral damage, that's what we call it. I was like, wow, he stole that move from Adam Cole, baby? Come on. Come on. Anyway, guess I'll do for all of that. Jey Uso comes back in, and they take out Grayson, and then he hits they hit the 1D, their new move, which is basically a flapjack into the Cody cutter, which is not even a Cody cutter, it looks like a freaking wannabe Gilmore cutter. They hit that. I thought they were going to pin Theory, but then we see Jey Uso run across the ring and take out Grayson with a dive. And then basically, Cody picks up dead weight Austin Theory, hits Crossroads, 1, 2, 3 to retain the titles in under 9.5 minutes. And I personally did not give a fuck. Match was decent. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And that's it. After the match, the champs go to leave, but then the Bloodline comes back out. Jimmy and Solo come out. They stare down Jay and Cody. There's your next challengers for the tag team belts. So Jimmy and Jay will be in the same ring together. You know, going against each other. And then you got Cody and Solo. There you go. So Jimmy and Solo looking to go against Jay and Cody for the Undisputed Tag Team belts, possibly at Crown Jewel. We'll see. But that's an epic stare down. And then Roman and Paul Heyman come out, and then him and Cody have an epic stare down. I'm like, oh no. No! I don't want to see Cody and Roman again. No, please. And then Nick Aldis has to come out and say, it's not the time. Not the time. I'm like, you know when the time will be? November 17th. Because there's rumors going around that they want to do Cody Roman 2 on November the 17th. Oh, you really want to put the nail in Tony Khan's coffin. You really want to do that. So there you go. Why not do it November the 17th on Smackdown? What's Collision's main event going to be? I mean, it's the night before Full Gear. You're going to have to do something big. To at least try to get ratings. You're not going to win the ratings war. I mean, just put on a good show. But, yeah, I mean, Roman and Cody, on that, if that happens on that night, forget it. Whatever Collision has, forget it. Throw it out the window. Don't even bother watching it. Unless it's like Kenny and Edge, maybe. I don't know. I'm just making that up. If Kenny versus Edge, then like, I have to go back and forth. I'm like, oh, this is great. I mean, Roman's beating the crap out of Cody. Let's go back to Kenny and Edge. Ooh, this is great. But anyway, we have to see what happens with that. But, I mean, all 6 men staring each other down looks like for their respective titles. So we'll have to see what happens next week on the program. And then as Crown Jewel continues and as we get to the Survivor Series. And that's that. Alright, we move on. Alright, then we get a look at what's coming next week on the show. More with Nick Aldis. I forgot to write down the matches, but... Oh, we got Io and Charlotte. That's the one big match. And much more next week on Smackdown. And we move on. Alright, then we go to your main event of the evening. We have Solo Mibuki, who stayed out at ringside. And he went to the ring. And Jimmy was at ringside. So he takes on Eli Drake. There you go. Match wasn't that bad. It's also a little bit slow until Eli knocks Solo down for an early near fall. They get back up. Solo clotheslines him down. And then the lights started flickering. Like, the Undertaker here? Is it getting cold in here or is it just me? Somebody forgot to pay the light bill. I don't know. But anyway, the lights start going wacky. I think the feed went out a little bit. Maybe it was a storm. I don't know. But anyway, Eli comes back, knocks Solo to the floor, tries to go for a suplex, can't hit it. Instead, Solo sends Eli into the ring post hard. Ow. We go to break, come back. Solo gets a near fall off an elbow and a belly-to-belly. Then the running Ooh Maga attack connects in the corner. Then he locks in a 1902 nerve hold. When's the last time we saw that? Vulcan neck pinch. Reminds me of Spaceballs. What are you doing? The Vulcan neck pinch? No. You're too high. You gotta go down a little bit. Oh, I mean, here? Yeah! Thanks a lot, buddy! You gotta love Spaceballs, man. That's a timeless classic. Pizza the Hut! I see... Lone Star, I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Let's see how well you use it. Oh, you fell for that too! You fell for the oldest trick in the book! What's with you, man? Now, Lone Star, you will die. Evil always wins because good is dumb. Pretty much. Man, I wish half the people in that movie are dead. Sucks. You know, John Candy, you played Barf. Or, sorry. Your full name, Bartholomew. He's dead, sadly. Joan Rivers is dead. She played, Dot, the robot, the C-3PO ripoff. I think everybody... I don't know who else is dead. King Roland's dead, I know that. I think he's dead. I'm not sure. I think he is dead or he's not dead. Anyway. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know if Jim J. Bullock, who played the Prince... Not Prince Lone Star, the other Prince, the Daphne Zuniga, who played Princess Vespa. I know she's still alive. I think Jim J. Bullock is either he's dead or he's old. Mel Brooks, who played like 3 parts, well, maybe 2 parts. He played Yogurt. Then he played President Scoob. Salute, hail Scoob. He's still alive, but he's like 90, so. Rick Moranis is like, he's not doing well, so I don't think they would cast him. So they would have to do a reboot of Spaceballs. But, you know, we never got Spaceballs 2 to search for more money. And if they wanted to recreate it, they could recreate it, reboot it, but they have to get a new cast. Because Lone Star is he's the guy that played president in Independence Day 1 and 2. I didn't even know there was a 2, and I saw it on TV. There's a second one, and it was supposedly looked like there was about a third one. I'm like, oh, come on, dumb. The first one was First one is good. Second one I looked at, I was like, oh, this sucks. It wasn't even that good. Interstellar Warfare. But anyway, we get that, and, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, Spaceballs is a timeless classic. Not as great as Back to the Future, but still. Move on. Alright, so where was I? So we get the nerve hold, it goes on. They get back up, Eli gets an elbow out of the corner, sets up a middle rope bulldog for a near fall. Solo comes back with that Samoan drop for a near fall. Goes for the seated senton and missed. Eli comes back with a clothesline, and then that power slam of his, and it's about time to do the alphabet, not the alphabet, so he is the Eli Drake, yeah, elbow, hits that, and then looks like he was about to hit the BFT, but then Jimmy Uso comes in, tries for the save, but then he runs right into John Cena, who hits the, I think he hit the AA, and then Solo gets up, hits the Samoan spike on Cena, laying him out, and then through all that carnage, surprisingly no DQ, Eli hits the BFT, the blunt force trauma, on Solo, 1, 2, 3, damn, well, it is what it is. So, in 12.5 minutes, Eli Drake gets the win. Match was alright, gave it 3 out of 5 stars. So we get that. And then after the match, Eli's celebrating, and out of nowhere, Roman comes out and spears the ever-living hell out of Eli. And then he's posing like, takes his belt, like, poses for the crowd, and that's it. So, Eli is red hot right now. Getting the push of all pushes, but he's facing Roman. Do you devalue his push and have him lose? Or does he do the unthinkable and win? No. He ain't gonna win. I would say, if they want to continue this monster push of his, I would have Eli win by disqualification, thanks to Jimmy and Solo. And then maybe you do a rematch on Smackdown. Maybe that November 17th Smackdown. I don't think they might do that, but you never know. But if they want to do a rematch on Survivor Series. Then have Roman outright beat him. Or maybe have a no disqualification match. Roman wins. And then doesn't really have to fight till the Survivor Series. Not Survivor Series, sorry. He doesn't have to fight until maybe the Royal Rumble. We'll take the rest of the year off. Have Christmas on the island of relevancy with his hot wife. You probably won't see him again after the Survivor Series. Unless he's advertised for something, maybe like the Madison Square Garden show, the holiday show, December the 26th. I know there was a Smackdown, I think, from the Barclays Center in December. I forgot what date it is, but it's in December. In Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. But maybe Roman shows up for that show. I don't know. But I would probably think that if Roman doesn't do anything in December, I think his next appearance will be probably sometime in January to hype up his match at the Royal Rumble. Where he faces I don't know who. And then we worry about the Elimination Chamber. We worry about his title defense at WrestleMania Night 2, which could be against The Rock, if Dwayne is around by then. Or he faces the winner of the Royal Rumble, who could be Solo. I think it's going to be Randy Orton, because Randy's supposedly coming back at the Royal Rumble. But not the Royal Rumble, sorry, the Survivor Series. So, if you want to do a program with Randy and Roman, I think that would be perfect. You set that up, going all the way to the Royal Rumble, and you have Randy versus Roman. Roman obviously wins. You know, I don't think Randy should be the guy to beat him. I don't think it'd be Randy. I really don't think. But you have Roman and Randy at the Rumble. Roman wins, and then Randy will somehow get in the Elimination Chamber match. I don't think he'll win that. Whoever does come out of it may face... Maybe have The Rock in the Elimination Chamber, then he wins and faces Roman at WrestleMania for the belt, and then we all know what's going to happen. Rock's going to get smashed, stacked, pinned, sent back to Hollywood, you know, along with John, you know, Mr. Cena. And Roman continues on his mighty reign. And he'll beat Hogan's 3-year record, 1,250 some odd days. He'll surpass that. And then he'll be on the road to 4 years. Like, it's just not going to stop. It's not going to stop, and we don't know who's going to beat him. I mean, Randy has a shot. When he comes back, he definitely has a shot. Kevin, I mean, he does have, you know, he has 3 losses against him, so I don't think he's going to win. But, I mean, it all depends what happens with Nick Aldis now. Do you really want to do Roman, Cody at Mania again? And then Cody finishes the story? No. Is not happening. If Cody wants to finish the story, he's going to do it with the World Heavyweight title. Not the Universal title. It'll be the World Heavyweight title. That's it. He finishes the story, he becomes World Heavyweight Champion. And then you don't even have to worry about Roman. You don't have to worry about Roman Cody too. At all. Unless Cody gets drafted to Smackdown, but, you know, I hope not, but... Because I really don't think that WWE would be that stupid during the draft after WrestleMania, probably the night after or whenever the draft will be next year, that Raw would pick up Roman and that the World Heavyweight Champion, whoever it might be Cody, he goes to SmackDown. But you think that WWE and the ratings they got on Fox with Roman there, and even without, you really think that Roman will leave SmackDown to go to Raw and their paltry ratings? No. If Raw got Roman, yeah, the ratings will go up a little bit. A little bit. And Raw might not even be on Monday nights next year. Who knows what night they'll be on? They could be on Wednesday night. They could be on Thursday night. Hey, they could be on Saturday night. And then SmackDown could go to Monday night. 2024 is going to be a very interesting year for WWE and AEW and all of wrestling. It's going to be a very exciting year. Because SmackDown is going to be on the USA Network either on Friday night or on another night. Raw is going to be still on Monday night or on another night. Collision will probably still be on Saturday night, or it might end, who knows. Rampage, probably still be on Friday night, sucking. And then you got Dynamite still on its Wednesday night slot. Impact will most likely stay on Thursday nights. Ring of Honor probably stay on the same night, but it's on, the internet. Unless it finds a TV deal, which I doubt. But then again, you never know. But, I'm kind of looking forward to 2024 with the state of wrestling right now. Starting to pick up. WWE's had a, minus Raw, I think, which, SmackDown has had a great year. Raw's had its ups and downs, but really downs. NXT's had a great second half of the year. AEW's been pretty good as well. With the added addition of, it's had its highs and lows. AEW's had its highs and lows, especially with the Punk situation. But still, they're still putting on banger shows, banger pay-per-views, banger matches. Impact has been Impact has been pretty good. Ring of Honor, kind of not flatlining, kind of like boop, 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 kind of still floating around. But still, they've had some pretty good matches in Ring of Honor on the TV show. Well, not the TV show, on the show, and on their pay-per-views. And sometimes they have matches on Dynamite and Collision. So Ring of Honor's been pretty good. And New Japan has just been solid all year. You know, they just had a show think earlier this week, or maybe today, I think it was, or yesterday for Japan. They had Josh Alexander teaming up with the Motor City Machine Guns against the Dream Team of Ishii, not Ishii, Tanahashi, and Kata for the Never Openweight 6-man tag team titles. And Josh Alexander accidentally hit Alex Shelley in the face, which led to Tanahashi hitting Sling Blade. Then he hits the High Fly Through. 1, 2, 3. I think they retained the titles. And now you gotta wonder, did Josh Alexander do that on purpose, or was it by accident? Because they have a match next Saturday night, next Saturday night, Bound for Glory for the Impact World title. Does Josh Alexander win it back? Or is Alex Shelley beat him? I think Josh Alexander's gonna win that belt. But you know what sucks? I looked at the card for it. No Rosemary, no Courtney Rush, no Jessica Harrick. Why? Well, let's do it on the pre-show, which sucks. But, I mean, that's that. You got I think it's a 4-way Monsters Ball match. PCO, the man that he is, Rhino, Moose, and Steve Macklin. Holy shit. That's going to be a slobber knocker of a beastie match. Then you got Trinity versus Mickie James for the Impact Knockouts Championship. I think that'll be good. I think Trinity will win that. Then I think you got Trey Miguel, the X Division champion, defending the belt. The tag belts I think are going to be defended. I think it's ABC. But that's the Bullet Club, by the way. It's Ace Austin and Chris Bay, the great men they are. Holy shit! And yeah, Bullet Club's still around, by the way, in Japan. You thought they were done? No. Just run by really. I don't even know who it's run by in Japan. I think it's run by Dave. What's his name? David Finlay. I think. I don't know because I think he got kicked out. I thought he got kicked out, but I think he still runs the group. It's not the same Bullet Club like we all know. They're like the weak version of, well, not so weak, but Bullet Club Gold, the Bang Bang Gang, BC Gold are way better, leaps and bounds better than Bullet Club Japan. That's just me, but even though Bullet Club Japan has a little bit more members, I don't even know to be honest with you, I don't even know the other members of Bullet Club Japan besides Chris Bay, David Finlay, and Ace Austin. And Chris Bay, that's it. I only know 3 people there. And Bullet Club Gold, I thought was going to get new members. They may still. I don't know who. But we'll have to see what happens with that. But, yeah. Bound for Glory looks pretty decent next Saturday night. I might watch it. I might not. I don't know yet. Because Collision, Collision's live, and then after that is Battle of the Belts 8. So we'll see what happens with that, what matches they have. Should be pretty good, I would think. But, I might sneak in and watch maybe near the end of Bound for Glory. I might watch, the world title match. I might watch a couple matches, and then, I'm not going to review it. But, I haven't really done an Impact review in a very long time. Because, I don't really watch much of the product, unless Rosemary's on or Courtney's on. I'll watch those matches. I'll watch a Trinity match. I did see bits of... I do see the highlights of it, because I have subscribed to Impact Wrestling on YouTube, the YouTube channel. They show highlights here and there. But, man, Eddie Edwards and freaking Frankie Kazarian beat the fuck out of each other. Now, I don't know what type of match it was, because Eddie hit a move. 1, 2, 3. I thought the match was over. Then I see more stuff. I'm like, what type of match is this? It's like a best of 2 out of 3 falls match. But anyway, freaking Kazarian's chest is busted wide. I mean, legit wide open. Blood coming out of his chest. It looked disgusting. And then Alicia Edwards gets put through a table. And then there's some type of, I don't know what type of move Kazarian hit through the table. And then the last part of the highlights was that Kazarian did the Styles Clash he did the Styles Clash on the stage. Then he hit that move through the table. And then he got up, because I think it was a last man standing match. Or he just couldn't answer the 10 count, and Kazarian I think he won the match outright, or he won that part of the match. I don't know. But it was just a freaking hellacious match. I mean, it is what it is. And then I saw something with Crazy Steve. He had a thing with Tommy Dreamer, the digital. I was like, I thought he lost that belt. The digital champion. And Tommy does his speech. Crazy Steve's like, I looked up to you and everything like that. And then they hug, and then next thing you know, Tommy's like, ah! I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And then Crazy Steve stabbed him in the back with a fork. What the fuck? And he's like, and Tommy's like, ah! And then freaking referees and people coming out trying to help Tommy, and Tommy's still screaming in pain. The freaking thing is like hanging out of his back, and Crazy Steve takes the digital championship, like, hey, I got the, and he won he has that shot because he won Feast or Fired. Moose won the world title shot, obviously, and I forgot who won the X Division title shot. I forgot, but what was his name? I think it was Yuri Yumura from Japan. He got fired from Impact. Well, obviously he was going back to Japan, so it was obvious he was leaving anyway. So, but yeah, freaking Crazy Steve legit stabbing Tommy Dreamer in the back with a fork. That's something Abdul the Butcher would do. That's sick. That's crazy. No pun intended, but crazy. I'm like, holy shit. So that match is probably gonna. I think that match is supposed to happen at Bound for Glory. I don't know, but that's crazy. Tag titles on the line. I think the women's tag team titles on the line. I forget who's facing each other, but Bound for Glory looks pretty good. And also is gonna have the TNA Hall of Fame, where Don West and Mike Tenay will be inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame. I think that's great. I think it's very good. But still, AJ's not in the TNA Hall of Fame. How is that possible? Sting's in there. The Dudley Team 3D, Dudleys, whatever you want to call them. They're in. Kurt Angle's in. Earl Hebner's in. I forget who else is in. I know Don West and Mike Tenay will be in next. I think I might be missing something here. A couple people. Oh, Tracy Brooks is going in as well. I like that, but still, you're kind of missing a lot of people that were in the early days of TNA. But obviously you can't do that. Well, obviously you can't do this because some of them are in WWE, like AJ, Bobby Roode, Samoa Joe. Well, Samoa Joe's in AEW. I think they can work that out with Tony. Sting. I think Sting's in, so. I think next on the list would probably be I think Kazarian could go in. Christopher Daniels definitely has to go in. AJ has to go in. The early guys the early members of TNA, they have to go in. I think Jeff Jarrett's already in. I mean, without Jeff Jarrett, there is no TNA. Without AJ, really, there's no TNA. There's no X Division, really. I think Petey Williams should go in if he's not in already. Alex Shelley. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, they should definitely go in. Because they're X Division champions, but I would say maybe if you can find them, Austin Aries could go into TNA Hall of Fame. I think, you know, one person that may or may not go in, Dixie Carter, honey. She may or may not go in, who knows. She almost killed the company back in 2015. But still around. I can't believe TNA is still around. Almost 22, let's see. Almost 22 years later. Same thing with Ring of Honor, but Ring of Honor never would have died. Even though it almost did. You know, thankfully, you know, Kerry Silken gave it to Tony Khan last year. And whereas Ring of Honor now, it's doing pretty damn good. But Ring of Honor almost went on that hiatus, and then Tony Khan said, "Oh, I'm gonna buy it." There you go. But yeah, TNA, we thought it was gonna die from like 2012 on. Dixie almost killed it in 2015, early 2016. Had no money, and then she had to get saved by Billy Corgan of all people. Billy Corgan somehow saved it, but even with the money he made with the Smashing Pumpkins, he couldn't do much. And then really Anthem Sports saved TNA from basically going bankrupt. And you know, Anthem Sports now has been funding TNA, and TNA's been doing pretty decently. Pretty decent. So, you know, the little engine that could, the commotion we all wanted to die, still going strong almost 22 years later. It's shocking. A little winky-dink company out of Nashville, Tennessee, going strong 22 years later. I mean, and God bless, you know, Ring of Honor 22 years later as well, so. But, you know, that's it. And now AEW's on year 5 right now. About to hit I think it's about to hit wait, no. Because Dynamite hit year 4. AEW's it's in his 5th year. They're about to go into year 6. So, and WWE's been around forever. So. And New Japan's been around forever, too. Forever! So you got, you know, wrestling companies like Impact and Ring of Honor, 20 plus years going strong. AEW starting that climb up to 10 years. They're right about to hit year 6 next year. Dynamite's about to hit their 5-year anniversary if they stay on TNT, which I think TBS, I should say. I think they'll stay on, because I think they have a couple, I think they got 3 more years on Turner Broadcasting and Warner Bros. Discovery. So AEW ain't gonna be going that much anywhere for the next couple years. Maybe, I don't know, Rampage might stay on TNT, Collision might stay on TNT, I don't know with that, but as far as AEW goes, you know, they're doing pretty damn good, you know, but the Bucks ain't getting any younger. You know, I mean, come on. They're like the old farts right now, because I forget which. I think Matt is 39, Nick is 34, or switch them. I don't know which one's older. Kenny's in his 30s. Adam Cole's, I think, is 32, 33 years old. So I mean, he's got some time left. Jericho's in his 50s. I don't know how much. I think he's got maybe a year or 2 left. Bryan Danielson is retiring next year, but he might stay with the company as a coach or maybe a commentator. Same thing with Jericho ends his mighty career. He's definitely going to the commentary table. That's definite. So, I mean, but they're going to build all these young stars like Orange Cassidy, Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God, you know, people like that. You know, they got bright stars in the company that they can go for another few years. They can build that women's division. You know, if they get Mercedes Moné, I would dare say Mandy Rose, but who knows with that. Maybe people will come back like Jade. definitely doubt Cody ain't coming back. But, you know, maybe guys from WWE will go back to AEW or go to AEW. I mean, Ali's going to be there pretty soon. Mustafa Ali and Dolph Ziggler will probably be in AEW. Maybe Shelton Benjamin. I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. And then people that are going back to WWE, possibly Malachi Black. People think FTR, but they got a 3-year contract. Everybody thinks Wardlow might go. He might. Who knows? MJF, we have to see by January 1st, 2024. If Tony Khan gives him a humongous contract. Or Hunter steals him away. We have to see what happens with that. And, you know, they may bring people over from Japan. Maybe we'll see Okada full-time. They already signed Ibushi. Ibushi has signed with AEW. He has a contract now. Yes. I like that. But we're going to see him much? Nah, probably not. He's probably going to finish his dates in New Japan. Then he's going to come over to the States. He's going to be in the Elite with Kenny. Because I think, you know, Kenny and Ibushi are going to team up with probably Hangman, not Hangman. Yeah, it's going to be the Golden Lovers and Chris Jericho against Sammy Guevara, Will Hobbs, and Takeshita, and maybe Ospreay. So I think that, you know, and then you put, I don't know who you will put in as maybe that fourth guy. I would say Hangman, but then you got to put in, you know, Swerve, make it like a 5-on-5 type thing. But so, you know, Kenny and Ibushi will be back as the Golden Lovers. You can throw in Jericho here and there, make it the Golden Jet Lovers, like they did at Wrestle Dream. You do that, and then if you want to add another guy, then I don't know who you will put in. Maybe Hangman. I don't know, but and they go against Will Hobbs, Sammy Guevara, Takeshita, and possibly Ospreay or Ocean Spray. And there you go. You might have another 8-man tag team match, maybe at Full Gear, or maybe at the December pay-per-view, maybe whatever that pay-per-view name is, maybe Winter, I think it's going to be called Winter is Coming, I don't know. You could do that 8-man tag team match at the end of the year. And then half the roster is going to Japan for Wrestle Kingdom. So, January the 3rd, you're not going to have, like, you may not have the Bucks. You're probably not going to have Kenny. You might not have Jericho if he goes there. Eddie Kingston most likely will be in Japan. So, Eddie's probably going back to Japan. Ibushi might go back to Japan. So, a lot of stars are going to go back to Japan for Wrestle Kingdom Night 1 and 2 and possibly New Year's Dash. So, that whole first week of January, you know, not going to have most of your main stars. Besides, maybe you might not even have MJF, and you probably not have Adam Cole because he's gonna be getting double surgery. By the way, that's horrible. So I don't know the timeline with Adam Cole when he gets his surgeries. It may be 6 months or more. So he'll definitely be back by, I would say, Double or Nothing. He'll be back. Maybe at most, maybe Forbidden Door. Who knows? But he will be back in 2024, but not in January. So, I mean, what is Tony Khan going to do for January 3rd? I mean, if he doesn't have half his stars, what are you going to, I mean, you have Bryan Danielson, yes. You have Moxley, if he stays healthy by then. You have that, you have Orange Cassidy, and you have your women's roster. You can work some matches in there. But yeah, I think that first Dynamite may or may not be good. But I mean, we'll see. You got to worry about Rampage. You got Ring of Honor to worry about. And the first live Collision of 2024. But I would think Wrestle Kingdom would be done by then. So maybe they would come back. They'd probably be jet lagged. So I don't know if they'll be on that live Collision show. But then the January 10th edition of Dynamite, you have all your stars back. And then you can go from there. Because they're not going to go back to Japan after that. Unless they do go back to Japan. I don't know. But, yeah. Wrestling's going to be pretty damn interesting the rest of this year. And especially next year. And I can't wait for it. So we're going to have a lot to talk about for the basically next month and a half, or maybe a little over 2 months. And then as we go into 2024, we gotta have a lot to talk about. AEW every month pay-per-view. Might have SmackDown versus Collision Wars here and there. We all know SmackDown's gonna win that, obviously. Might have another Tuesday Night War with NXT and Dynamite. As we get into the end of hockey season and the end of basketball. So we're going to have that. Then we're going to have a pretty good summer. We got All In 3 from London at the end of August. Then you have All Out 5 or 6. I forgot what number it's up to. But you have All Out the week after that. And then as we get into pretty much October of next year, you got the baseball playoffs. So this can discombobulate again with Dynamite being on a Tuesday. And Collision and Rampage being switched times, maybe switched days, who knows. You're going to have your Saturday pay-per-views with NXT and with the main roster, the WWE main roster. Tony Khan might have pay-per-views on Saturday. I would really run them on Sunday, but, it's up to him and up to the venue. So we're going to have a lot of pretty pay-per-views. We might have wars galore. That rhymes. Pay-per-views going head-to-head. It's going to be... Sorry, my nose itches. I got allergies acting up again. But we're going to have a lot of good stuff to talk about. And hopefully, I will be here throughout the rest of this year. Definitely throughout the rest of this year. And hopefully into 2024. But we shall see what happens with that. Anyway, I'm out of here. It's late. And I gotta get some sleep because I have a big day tomorrow. I got some errands to run, and then I'm gonna be out Saturday night with my friends, hanging out, kicking ass. And that's that. And Sunday, week 6 of the NFL in the league where they play for pay. Got the Niners and the Browns with their third-string quarterback. Oh man, I hope it's not a trap game. But I think the Niners will win. Take the points, because they are an 8.5-point favorite. Take the points and the over. I really don't think the Browns are going to muster a lot of points on Sunday. I'll be shocked if they get more than 10. But I think the Niners will go to 6-0. Brock Purdy will go 10-0. I mean, just give him the goddamn MVP already. But doesn't get any easier for the Niners after this week. After this week, they got a Monday Night Football game next week against. I think they're home against Minnesota. I think. I know they have Minnesota coming up on the schedule. Then they got the bye. I think in week 8. I think week 9. Week 8 or 9. I think they got 2 or 3 games before the bye. But after the bye, it gets hard. They got 2 games against Seattle. Then in a span of a month, span of a couple weeks, that's in November and early December, they got that Week 13 game against Philly, in Philly. That's going to be tough. They got Tampa Bay, which is not a pushover anymore. And then they got the Rams at the end of the year. They got another game against Arizona, which they should win. And then I think they got a couple of games in between that might be a little bit, testy, but we'll see. I think they played the Ravens and all that. Me and Otaku gonna have a war. Oy. I'm not looking forward to that, but it's in Levi, so it should be a win for the Niners. But then you never know. But yeah, it's not gonna get easier for the Niners, but this week they should definitely go to 6-0. I think they will win against Minnesota. Because Minnesota's not that great, even with Kirk Cousins, even when on a good day. So, I think before the bye, if they could go, I would say if they go 7-1, that's great. That's great. They already have a 1.5 game lead over the Seahawks, in the division. And basically, they're 2-0 in the division. They beat the Rams, they beat Arizona. So, they're 2-0 in the division. So, and they got 3 really 4 more division games. 2 against the Seahawks, 1 against Arizona, 1 against the Rams. That's going to be in Santa Clara at the end of the year. Can't wait for that. But like I said, it gets a little bit hard during the second half. So if they can go 7-1 or possibly 8-0, those final 8 games, that they can go 4-4 or even 5-3. The division they can still maybe win the division. I think they'll win the division if they go 5-3. I would love 6-2, but like I said, I think they got Green Bay too. I'm not sure, but anyway, they got Tampa Bay and all that. That's gonna be definitely hard. Then they got the Jaguars. That's tough. That's definitely tough. They got the Seahawks twice. They got the Eagles. That's 5. They got the Rams and the Arizona 7, and then I think they got one more team after that. I forget who, but those last 8 games, gonna be tough. Especially those 2 games against Seattle. The Rams game might be tough at the end of the year. The Eagles game is definitely gonna be a tough one. And the Jaguars and Tampa Bay are gonna be tough. So you think it's easy, San Francisco 49ers faithful, but it's not. Everything can't be. You have the easiest schedule ever, but come on. You got those division games to worry about, and they got the other games that there's some teams that the Niners can obliterate, and they should, like the Browns, the Ravens. They got Lamar Jackson, who can be hot and cold every once in a while. Tampa Bay's a little bit tough because they're actually, they don't have Brady anymore, thank the Lord. We beat them. We beat his ass. But, Tampa Bay's not a pushover right now. They got a good quarterback, good team. Minnesota's going to be tough, too. Even though Kirk Cousins, chokes on the pressure. He knows that. We all know that, right? In the playoffs. We got that. The Eagles game's definitely going to be tough in Philly. With those pedophile Eagle fans and that horrible freaking Jalen Hurts is going to run laps probably around, I just pray for Brock Purdy's safety that game. I don't want a repeat of what happened in the NFC title game. Because then if he gets hurt in week 13, depending on the severity of the injury, he could come back for the playoffs. We'll just rest him. Then we have Sam Darnold for the rest of the way, See how that would work, but I think the Niners will be okay, barring a major injury to like Debo, Ayuk, Brock Purdy, Bosa, Kittle, any major play on that team. If one of them gets hurt, or 1, 2, or 3 get hurt, that division title, I'm praying that doesn't happen. I vote for the Niners to win that division title outright, like they did, I think, when was it? They won it last year, obviously, with Brock. I would love for them to repeat as NFC West champions, and I think that they're going to have another date with the Eagles, barring an Eagles choke. Is Dallas going to get in there? Well, who knows? The Giants going to get there? Fuck no. I think Green Bay will be in the playoffs. I think. Well, it's probably going to come. I think the number one seed is going to come down to the Eagles and the Niners, definitely. Then you got Green Bay will probably be a number 3 seed, most likely. Then the NFC South might come down to Tampa Bay. I think it might be Tampa Bay or maybe New Orleans, but I think New Orleans might get that wild card. The second wild card would probably be Seattle. So, depending on where the Niners get and where the Seahawks get, we could see, maybe a repeat of the division round with the Niners at home deflating the Seahawks again. First round, hopefully they don't get a first round matchup with like the Dallas Cow bitches again. So we have to shut Micah Parsons up again at home. But I think the NFC title game is going to come down to the Eagles and the Niners again. and most likely in Philly again. And hopefully this time we won't get Brock Purdy getting hurt. But the way that the Eagles defense plays, they play like bitches, hurting people. And the Niners go in like red hot like they did last year. And the Eagles do that shit again. I mean, I really think the Niners have probably the best team in the league, and I think they have a Super Bowl caliber team that can get to the Super Bowl and win it. Number 6. It's like I said at the start of the season, this is the revenge of the revenge of the revenge of the revenge tour. Revenge of Part 4. Ever since that heartbreaking Super Bowl. 2021, we had it. We didn't play that great in 2021. Didn't play that great. 2022, we lost to the Rams in the freaking NFC title game because we had that game. We choked it. Ugh. And then last year, Brock Purdy gets hurt. Couldn't do anything about it. We ran into a juggernaut defense, which was the Eagles. If Brock didn't get hurt, I think that game would have been really, really, really close. But I think, like I said, I think we're going to get a rematch in the NFC title game. I think it'll be close if nothing bad happens. But I think right now, the Niners have the best defense. Brock Purdy is the best quarterback in the league. Not you, Mahomes, you fucking idiot. And really, if you look at the AFC, the best team in the AFC, I would say maybe it's a toss-up between Kansas City and Miami. But if the Niners face the Miami Dolphins in the Super Bowl, Miami's gonna get destroyed. Tua's gonna get put in the turf even though Miami beat somehow. I don't know how they did. I think they beat the Niners last year. I think I gotta check that, but I think even with Miami's pretty good, offense, and you gotta have like 5 guys on Tyreek Hill. Come on. I mean, but then you gotta have 5 guys on Ayuk and Debo. You gotta have to stop CMC 23, Christian McCaffrey, who's gonna run laps around that defense. You gotta have to stop Bosa, Fred Warner, and that awesome defense. But that secondary has been, damn, that secondary has been actually impressing me for once. With Hufanga, and Ward, and the other pieces that they have in that secondary, which you all thought sucked. But now they're lighting up people. They're getting interceptions. The defense is great. Warner, Bosa, Kinlaw. I mean, so many other guys on that defense are stepping up. They're unstoppable right now. And you can say the Eagles have a great defense, but are they number 1 in the league anymore right now? Nope. No. Niners are number 1, baby. And Brock is the best quarterback in the goddamn league. Is it Jalen Hurts? No. Yeah, you're 5-0, but are you? I mean, how many yards do you have? Not much. Not a lot. You're good. You're a decent quarterback, but you're no Brock Purdy. I'm sorry. So, yeah, in about 7 weeks from now, we're gonna see who the real team is and could possibly win the Super Bowl. Or the NFC, I should say, between Philly and the Niners. That game should definitely be on Sunday Night Football, not the game of the week at 4:25. Put that in prime time. Sunday Night Football on NBC, Week 13, because you have the flex schedule. So flex that game to 8:25. Give me what I want, Roger Bedell, you bitch. And get ready, Eagles fans, because a juggernaut is coming once again. Can you beat us again? I probably don't think so. It's going to be a great game. Great game. I thought the game this past Sunday with the Cowboys, I thought it was going to be closer than it was. But the Cowboys came in and just laid a big fat turd. Dak Prescott is not the answer in Dallas. He needs to go. Ship him out. Get rid of him. Jerry Jones, sell your fucking team, you old, disgusting fucktard. Get rid of Mike McCarthy because he's not a great coach anymore. He sucks as a coach. Get him out. Take Dax with you. Try your luck with Trey Lance. Yeah, he did. It wasn't even in the game. Which is sad. When they were getting blown out, did you see Trey Lance on the field? No. He got relegated to being the third quarterback. Like, that's... wow. And he opened his big mouth saying, oh, I know all the Niners' secrets and this and that. Like, oh, really, you do, but you don't know. You don't know shit. Micah Parsons opened his fucking flap. Thinks, oh, we got the best defense in the league. And what happens? You gave up 42 points. And what's worse is you lost to Arizona. Big time defense, my ass. I don't even know who they play this week. I think they play Washington, I think. If they lay a stinker this week, heads are gonna roll. Dax is probably gonna get benched. Freaking Mike McCarthy might be on the chopping block. Jerry Jones, I know he's the owner, but people I think within the organization like, retire, old man. So really, how about them Cowboys? And Skip Bayless, you need to get a new team, dude. He's still getting roasted by Richard Sherman and Keith Johnson. He's still getting roasted. The whole week he's been he's taking little jabs at the Niners. I'm like, come on, dude, really? Get over it. And really, you should burn all your Dallas Cowboys merch. You mark. That humble pie must have tasted really good on Monday morning there, Skip Bayless. Because you ate a lot of it. And so did Micah Parsons, too. Ate a lot of that humble pie. And Dax probably ate, you know what he ate? The turf. And some humble pie, too. So you had a shit sandwich. Turf and humble pie. And all the Dallas Cowboy fans on Twitter oh, we can beat the Niners. No. Shut you up real quick. And now the freaking Cleveland Brown fans, some of the dog pound marks that they are in Cleveland, because Cleveland sucks. But, they're saying, oh, Brock's not a great quarterback, this and that, blah, blah, blah. The Niners aren't overrated. No, we're not overrated, bitch. The Niners are not overrated, okay? Shut your mouth. You're going to get destroyed this week. You're going to get destroyed. With a garbage quarterback named P.J. Walker. I mean, because Deshaun Watson got the case of the chicken. I know he's hurt, but he really is. He's hurt with his shoulder, I think. But in reality, chicken. You are chicken. Because you can't beat the Niners, even when you're on Houston. Nope. Mobile quarterback, but still, which always gives the Niners fits, but still. I think the Niners will have an easy time this week, and they get ready for, I think they're really, which might be, I thought it was going to be their hardest task, Minnesota, but I think the real test is coming I think Tampa Bay in I think it's week 10 or 11. Then they got the Seahawks, those two games, those are going to be definitely tough games. And then the big one, week 13, Then they play on Thanksgiving. I forgot who they play. I think they play Seattle on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving night. The night game. 8:25 game. That game better be on NBC. I really don't want them to be on the NFL Network, which it won't. It'll be on prime time, but I think it'll be, I think NBC will get that game, or ABC maybe, I don't know. Because you got the Fox game, you got the CBS game, and then you gotta have Thursday Night Football. Put it on NBC. What are you gonna have on NBC? It's a Wonderful Life going on for 18 hours. No. And then the Jets play on Black Friday. That's crazy. Damn, what do you want to watch Friday night? You want to watch the Jets? You want to watch Smackdown? And Rampage? I might do picture-in-picture. I might just watch. I'll probably have the Jets on one screen and then Smackdown on the other screen, but I'm really my main focus on Smackdown. Because by that time, the Jets will probably be gone. They'll probably be eliminated from the playoffs. I mean, right now they're 2-3. So anything can happen. They got, what did they play this week? I don't even know what they play. Oh, they got the Eagles this week. Holy shit. The Eagles are going to go 6-0. The Niners will probably go 6-0. And the way that the Eagles' schedule looks, I don't know anybody who can beat them. Yeah, I doubt they're going to go undefeated. I doubt it. There's some teams, like, they play the Giants at the end of the year. The Giants they're already eliminated. I mean, they're 1-4. You think they're going to come back and get into a playoff spot? I mean, they could, but I doubt it. There's no way. And, the Giants got the Bills this week at home. Oh, yeah, Sunday Night Football. Ouch. Boy. Man, Vic DiBiase's going to probably dig his grave this week. So, yeah. Giant fans, if you don't win this week, just pack it in. Pack it in, because at this rate, I don't even think they're going to win another game. And they play the Jets, I think, in a week or two. Oy, oy, oy. I think that might be the actual second win for them. But then again, the Jets are just... One week they're good, one week they're bad. Zach Wilson's good, Zach Wilson's bad. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. So, Giant fans, you might win that Jet game. I don't know. Then again, by the time the bye comes, you only just have one stinking win, and it's pretty much over. You got 2 games against the Eagles, definitely losing those. You got another game with the Cowboys in Dallas, probably losing that. You got 2 against the Commanders, probably losing one of those. Got the Jets, may or may not win that one. At most, I think this is a 3-win team. 3, maybe 4. Maybe 4. But this season's basically done, Giant fans. Pack up the bus. Pack it in, dude. As far as the Jets go, they could surprise us all, make the playoffs, and then maybe, I doubt it, but maybe Rodgers comes back. I doubt it, unless his rehab ramps up his rehab. It's like, I gotta get back for the playoffs. God forbid. God forbid he does. And he takes the Jets to the Super Bowl, and guess who he faces? Brock Purdy! And the Niners, who the Niners own that motherfucker. Every time the Niners and the Packers played in the playoffs, who wins? Oh, that's right, the Niners, because Rodgers chokes against the Niners. Only that one time in the regular season when the Niners had the lead with 30 seconds left, and I don't know how he did it. Well, I actually know how, because the Niners played Ole defense. Freaking Rodgers takes them 50, 60 yards, and Nathan Crosby hits a game-winning field goal. I'm like, fuck, dude. How did we let him off the ropes and win that game? But that's a couple years ago. Maybe I think it was a year or two ago. I don't know, if Rodgers is hurt now, I doubt he'll come back this year. Even if the Jets make the playoffs somehow, I doubt he'll come back. I think, at this point, get ready for 2024 season. When I think the Jets might have a good shot. I thought it was going to be this year, but, now you never know. It depends on how Zach Wilson plays. He played a great game last week. The Jets' defense played great. I don't know how they beat Denver. Well, Russell Wilson sucks ass, but he came out. Defense hounded Russell Wilson, and at the end of the game, it looked like they were about to maybe lose. They skipped the ball. They reserved the win. Hey, they're 2-3. Maybe they can right the ship. I don't know. But they're playing the Eagles this week. There is no doubt in my mind that the Jets are going to get destroyed this week. And that's the 4 o'clock game. Niners are at 1. Supposedly they're going to play on Fox. I don't know. I have to check the DVR. Well, yeah, I got to check the guide to see if they actually even play that 1 o'clock game. Because you know how Fox is. Because it's regional coverage. So they'll definitely play the Jet game. The Giants are on Sunday Night Football. And I got to fire up the freaking NFL Red Zone to watch the goddamn Niner game. I hate doing that. If they're scheduled on Fox, can you put them on Fox? If the Giants and the Jets are playing at different times? Put the Niners on, man. They're the America's team. Come on. Anyway, I talk way too much. Alright, I'm going to go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Going back to wrestling. Great Smackdown. Roman was there. Obviously, it was great. The ending with him and Eli. What I thought was good. It's a good start to the storyline. And we'll see what happens next week on Smackdown. EO versus Horseface Charlotte Flair. I hope EO wins and retains. And we'll see what happens with that. We got a whole lot more next week on the program. Raw this Monday night, the season premiere. We got Mommy Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler. That's gonna be a pretty good match. And more to come on Raw this Monday night from wherever they're gonna be. NXT should be pretty good the week after the Tuesday Night War. But I think the ratings will go down. But we'll see. Cody's supposed to be on that show. So I think the ratings won't go down that much. I think they'll probably be around 700,000-800,000 with Cody on the show. Because he says he had one last thing he did as NXT General Manager. I don't know what it is. God forbid it's him and Dragunov for the NXT World Title. Maybe at Halloween Havoc. But I doubt that. But you never know. But knowing Cody, you'll get a title shot at the NXT title. I'm gonna finish the story in NXT. No, Dragunov's gonna win that match. But we shall see. And yeah, some other things as it's gonna be the go home show before night 1 of Halloween Havoc. So probably gonna get more matches on the show. Maybe we're gonna get a spin the wheel, make the deal match for the world title, or a match, or maybe 2 matches. With spin the wheel, make the deal, stipulations. We'll see. And we got that. Wednesday Dynamite should be good. See what happens with that. Then SmackDown next Friday night. Rampage next Friday night should be good. Next Saturday night we got 3 hours of AEW television. We got Collision live from 8 to 10, and then we got Battle of the Belts, which I don't know if it's live or it'll probably be taped at 10 o'clock. So that's gonna be good. And then after that we got the Halloween, next week, next week is the 21st, and then we got the 24th, which is Halloween Havoc, and then we got Halloween Havoc Part 2 on Halloween, so we got a little long way to go, a couple more weeks of October, and then we're going to start talking about Survivor Series, then we're going to talk about Full Gear, and then the Crown Jewel Survivor Series and Full Gear. Then as we get to December, we got Deadline for NXT. And then at the end of the year, whatever date it might be, will be the last pay-per-view of the year for AEW, which may be December 30th. Might be Winter is Coming. I don't know what the name of the pay-per-view will be, where it's going to be. I don't even know where Final Battle is going to be. I think they're going to do it, but we don't know what date it's going to be. I would think it's going to be, I think it's going to be December probably, I would say it's going to be either December the 8th, which is a Friday night, which is going to get swallowed up by Smackdown, and then you got Rampage, then you got to watch the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. And then the next night is Deadline, which is I believe a Saturday, December the 9th. Or I would do Final Battle December the 10th on a Sunday. But we'll see where Tony Khan plays that pay-per-view card. Where it's going to be, hopefully New York, but I doubt it. But we'll see what happens between now and December. And then that'll be it for the year. Hopefully by the end of this year, probably after Christmas, I'm going to do a year in review for New Japan, Impact, Ring of Honor, AEW, WWE. I'll do my end of the year video for wrestling. Do that, and then I'll try to get the predictions for the final pay-per-view of the year for AEW, and then I might do one more video for the end of the year, and then definitely after the ball drops, I will do what I did last year and do a little quickie video welcoming in 2024, and then that'll be it. And then my first full video will be Raw on January the 2nd. So got that. So a long way to go, guys, and that's pretty much it. But please hit that bell, subscribe to my channels, and keep up the support. And that's it. That's pretty much it. All right. Now I really have to. I'm gonna go. I wanted to finish up. Hopefully you stayed with me throughout the entire video, or at least some part of the video. But thanks for watching anyway. And my final rating for Smackdown: 7.25. No, sorry, take that back. 7.5 out of 10 stars. I thought it was a great show. And we'll see what happens tomorrow with Collision. So that's that. So tomorrow I will do, early in the afternoon, I'm going to do Ring of Honor. I'm going to do Rampage. And probably early Sunday, I'm going to do Collision. And then have those, remember to stay tuned for the Metal God channel, because I got some interesting content coming up. I already have it saved. I just got to upload it. I got to edit it too, but I'll be doing that this weekend. So I got to edit that. So stay tuned for the Metal God channel this weekend, probably late tomorrow night or early Sunday, with some pretty damn good epic content. So stay tuned for that and all my other channels. And that's it. So that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I am going to sleep because I need some sleep for tomorrow. This is a big freaking weekend for me, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your cocoot. And if you're not down with that, well, if you're not down with that, I only got 3 fucking words for you, fucking bitches. Fuck you, man. That's it. That's it. Good night, everybody. I'll see you again, most likely tomorrow. Bye, bitches.